Hello, hello, hello. It's your girl, Dr. Naisha Cherry, your mind and body coach and yoga instructor. I know it's been a while, but I'm back here to provide you with wonderful videos to help you focus more on your health and wellness journey, your self-love and self-care journey, your yoga journey. I am back. And so today's video, we are going to focus on setting mindful goals. In this video, we will explore simple and profound approaches to setting goals that align with principles of mindfulness. Now, if you are not sure what mindfulness means, it basically means being more aware, being present. So you're going to be able to keep those goals top of mind so that whatever you're doing is going to align with whatever your goal is. So tune in and let's check it out. So when setting a goal, the first thing you have to do is understand your why. Why is this goal important? So many times people set goals because of what other people say, what other people do, what other people think. And that's not going to keep you motivated. You have to focus on your own internal why. What drives you, what is truly behind what matters to you, what's behind this goal, what's igniting your sense of purpose, what is going to drive your actions, especially those times when you feel like doing absolutely nothing towards your goal. When all you want to do maybe is snack, 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 if your goal has to do with being healthy and fitness and losing weight. When maybe if your goal is about writing, all you want to do is watch TV. So what is it behind your goal? What is your why? What is pushing you? What is going to keep you moving forward when times are hard, when your mind wants to focus on other things? What is going to keep you focused on your goal? So that is step one. So take a moment now and figure out what is your why behind your goal. Write it down because you need to keep it top of mind. Anytime you're thinking about your goal, anytime you're thinking about what you're going to do next, you need to think about what is your why. Why are you doing this? Why does it matter? And it has to be important for you, not for him, not for her, not for them, not for anybody but you. Number two, in setting mindful goals is to gain clarity. Get that clarity in a vision. Visualize your goal. Visualize your outcome if you accomplish your goal. Visualize what it takes to get there. Have a compelling mental image. For example, if your goal is to lose weight, visualize yourself at your goal weight. What are you going to look like? What are you going to be doing? What are you going to wear? Where are you going to be? How are you going to feel when you see that number on the scale? What are you going to be eating? Like, what are you drinking? What are some of these things that are going to define who you are as this person at your goal weight? So whatever it is that your goal is, create a compelling mental image. Visualize that thing and visualize it often. Don't let that go. Even write it down. Make it plain. Write the vision, make it plain. It says that in the Bible, Habakkuk 2 and 2. Write the vision, make it plain. You got this. So for step two, get some clarity in the vision. Visualize what it is that you are going to look like, be like, feel like, act like at your goal. Whatever that goal is. If it's being an author, same thing. What would it look like, feel like, be like as an author? Accomplishing your goals, writing your books. Get it written down, y'all. Get it in your mind. Don't let it go. Don't let it go. Step three. All right, y'all. We have this big lofty goal, right? So now what you need to do is break it down. Break it down into small, manageable chunks. Because when you have that big goal and all you're thinking about is reaching that big goal, it's daunting. You get overwhelmed. You want to give up. But when you have those small chunks and you reach each little small chunk and it's chipping away at your big goal, you feel so much more accomplished. So if your goal is to lose 20 pounds, then maybe every time you lose 5 pounds, you celebrate yourself. That's a small chunk. 5, 10, 15, 20. You got 4 small little chunks to get to your 20-pound goal. Or maybe if you're writing a book, you go chapter by chapter. If you want your book to be 6 chapters, and every time you write a chapter, there you go. You chipping away at your big goal. It's exciting. You can celebrate yourself, and you'll see the results much quicker because you won't be so tied down and so mind-boggled by the large goal that's taking over your life. So focus on the small chunks. Focus on the small chunks. You got this. You have got this. That's how you're going to get to your goal, by focusing on each small chunk that's going to get you to that big lofty goal that you have in mind. All right, y'all, we are now on part 4. Part 4 is about setting SMART goals. I don't know about you, but I first heard about SMART goals in education. I'm an educator, so years ago, setting SMART goals, we did that with our students. And so it's also important to do that as adults. Set SMART goals. So you want to make sure that your goals are specific. That's the S in SMART. Make it specific. Something that you know what you're working towards. Because if it's not specific, how are you going to know? How you going to know? Make it measurable. Just like I talked about in scene 3, when you break it down. So you know those parts. So you know when you accomplish each one of them, which means that it's achievable. You know that you're going to achieve your goal because you know the parts that you're working towards each time. It's relevant. That means it's something that's important to you. If it doesn't matter to you, then why are you doing it? For example, if achieving 20,000 steps a day doesn't matter to you, then that should not be your goal. It's not relevant. It's not part of being a SMART goal. It shouldn't be your goal. Maybe it's 10,000 steps that matters to you. And so for me, I work to achieve 10,000 steps a day. That matters to me. So that's what I do. And make it time bound. So you don't want to say, oh, I want to achieve 10,000 steps at some point. At what point? Each day, every other day, each week? Like, when do you want to make 10,000 steps? Or losing weight. If your goal is to lose 20 pounds, like I said before, you don't want to say, I lose 20 pounds sometime in my 40s. No. When do you want to lose 20 pounds? And if you don't have a specific time limit on it, then it's probably not that relevant to you. It's not that important to you. So it probably shouldn't be your goal at this time. And like I said before, your goal should matter to you. You should know your why. And if it's not compelling, if it's not something you want to accomplish, then guess what? It's not the goal for you at this time. It's not going to be a SMART goal for you. You're not going to achieve it because your focus is not going to be there. So make sure that whatever your goal is, it's a SMART goal for you. And write it down. Write down your SMART goal. Part 5. All right, you guys. So you want to make sure that you are embracing flexibility. Life is lifing. Life happens. So yes, you have your goal. Your goal provides you some direction as to where you're trying to go. But you have to remain flexible. Things happen. Life is dynamic. We have to adapt to changes. We have to accept changes. We have to look for changes because they're going to happen regardless. So when you look for those changes, have a mindful attitude. Remembering your goal at all times and making sure that, it's okay in your mind. Like if something happens, it's okay. I still can do this instead of that to reach my goal. For example, maybe you have a pop-up meeting at work and you didn't get to work out in the morning. Well, work out on your lunch break or after work and prepare for that. Bring your workout clothes with you so that you can be ready instead of making excuses. So when you have that attitude of flexibility and you're mindful and you are, okay with change, that we know what's going to happen, then that's going to ensure that your goal is going to be successful. That ensures you're going to have progress towards what you are working towards. It's okay if things change along the way because they're bound to change. It's going to happen. It's okay if you don't get to check off every little box in the order that you had it. Just do it. Just do it. Like Nike says, just do it. It's okay. That's life. Life gets lifey. We all know that. So when life gets lifey, embrace flexibility, be mindful of your goal, and keep working towards your progress. You got this. I told y'all that before, and I mean it wholeheartedly. You got this. I believe in you. All right, you guys. So we are now on part 6, regular reflection. So when you are working towards your goal, it's important to acknowledge how far you've come. Reflect. Have some regular reflection time. If it's every week, if it's every other week, if it's monthly, however often you decide. But have regular reflection time. That time you sit down, you think about what you have achieved. You think about some of your challenges and how you've learned from them. Maybe even adjusting your goals as needed. Whatever the case may be, you set aside time for regular reflection. And this self-awareness helps you to mindfully grow. It's the key to being mindfully grow, to mindfully grow. It is the key. So definitely reflect. Reflect. Anybody that's working on something regularly reflects. How am I working towards my goal? How am I doing? Am I staying focused? Am I having that same fervent push? Am I keeping my why in mind? Is it guiding my decision making? You have to think about all those things. What have I accomplished? I've lost 10 pounds so far, or I've written 3 chapters in my book, or I've made 10,000 steps for the past week. Like, focus and reflect and celebrate your victories, which is really on the next step, but definitely celebrate your victories. Any victory is a celebration because you could always be going backwards. And we don't want that. We want to go forward. So reflect regularly. When you are working towards a goal, you have to have patience. So many times we want our goal to be accomplished immediately. The moment we make a little bitty change, we want our goal to immediately happen. And that's not how life happens. That's not how your goal works. When you're on your goal, you need to be patient because it is a journey. It's not a destination. It's not a destination. It's a journey. All right. So mindful goal setting is a process. It's not an event. All right. It's not going to happen. Oh, this is the day I'm going to do it and it's done. No, you're working towards it. You're progressing towards it. You're continuing on your journey and celebrate every victory, big and small. Appreciate anything that you learn along the way from your challenges because there will be challenges. There will be things that happen that kind of throw you off your game. But if you remain mindful, you can quickly get back on and back to progressing towards your goal. That's why being mindful is so important. Being mindful in everything you do. So maybe you know, eating this piece of cake at this party, it's going to take me off my goal a little bit. But after I have the cake, I'm going to make sure I drink lots of water. I'm going to eat lots of vegetables. I'm going to do this, that, and the other. Like, have a plan. Have a plan. Be mindful of your goal. Have a plan. Work the plan. And you're going to make it. You're going to achieve your goal. And you're going to appreciate these learning victories. And you're going to learn that, when life gets lifey, it's okay. That helps me to be stronger. That helps me to progress better. That helps me to learn more. So, stay focused. Celebrate. Be patient. Remember that this is a journey, not an event. You're going to make it there. You got this. So time for part 8. When you are practicing mindful goal setting, you have to have mindful practices. So some examples of mindful practices are meditating, deep breathing, mindful walking. And when you're doing these things, it helps to enhance your focus. It helps to reduce your stress. It helps to foster a positive mindset. And it helps you to keep your mind on your goal. So you can focus on whatever goal you are working towards as you're doing these mindful practices. It helps you to reduce your stress. That's really, really big. I said that already, but I had to come back to it because we live in a stressful world. And in this stressful world, it takes our mind away from our own health, our own goals, our own happiness. And we can't let that happen. When we let that happen, we get away from what we truly want in life. And so to live a fulfilling life, to be ultimately happy, practice mindfulness. Meditate. Be grateful for your life. Be grateful for what you have. Be grateful for your health. Be grateful for your relationships. Be grateful for all things. Okay? Make sure you practice deep breathing. The deeper you breathe, the better your health. A lot of times we get stuck in shallow breathing from chest on up. Practice bringing that breath down into your belly. Feeling your belly and your back expand as you inhale. And then exhaling out your mouth, letting it go, releasing all stress and all tension. I practice yoga and I really feel like that is essential in reducing stress and in practicing mindfulness. So get your yoga practice. All of these things help to foster that positive mindset that's going to get you closer to your goal and eventually accomplishing your goal. So practice all of these steps to help you be mindful and to get accomplishments of your goal. In closing, I would like to say that by setting mindful goals, you not only shape your future, but also you savor the present moment, which we miss so much because we're doing so many things at one time. Remember, it's not about the destination, it's about reaching the destination, your journey towards it, enjoying your life along the journey, being mindful and purposeful along the journey, learning as you go. All right. So here's to a mindful and purposeful life because you deserve it. You totally deserve it. So thank you so much for joining us on this journey. If you found this video helpful at all, don't forget to like it, to share with somebody who you think can benefit from it, to subscribe to my channel because I'm back to posting videos, and to live more mindfully. Practice having those mindful living insights. And until next time, stay mindful and stay inspired. I got you. And just remember, I will be posting another video in a week. So look out for it and share. Mwah.